Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Deans Boys Show. I am your host, Trilly Reese Deans, and I hope you all are enjoying your self-isolation, keeping yourself safe, saving the NHS, and also saving lives. Hopefully we can get out of this soon so I can go back and enjoy my away days vlogs. But I want to tell you a little bit of a story. So, you must have seen my away days vlogs, you must have been seeing my other vlogs as well, so I do a lot of things on YouTube. If I have the time, I do an update, I do other things, but some people don't realise I actually don't work for the BBC because of my vlogs. So, I think it was back in 2018 or 2019, either one of those years, so let's just say a couple of years ago, I had an email come through. And I thought it was a scam. I thought it was a big hoax and everything. There was this email that came from a producer, and he told me that they're doing this thing called BBC Sesh, and they saw my vlogs, they saw my videos on YouTube, and they thought I was good. They enjoyed my videos. They thought I was something different. To me, I thought it was a big hoax because I don't rate my YouTube channel. I just rate how I can just improve on it, or how much I can enjoy doing vlogs and videos and what have you. And so I just thought it was a big scam. But then I looked into the emails and the links and everything. And obviously sometimes with BBC producers emailing you, they leave the logo of the BBC at the end of the email, the bottom of the email. So I looked into it, and it wasn't a scam, and they wanted me to come and meet them, along with other people, to come to the BBC studios up in Llandaff. Luckily, my nan lives in Llandaff, or Llandaff, whatever you want to call it, and so I took the train. It was a couple of days later. It was I took the train up to Llandaff, and I went into this went into this room after I met a few other people who were in the reception area, and except we went into this room, and there was wine, there was a little bit of snacks, there was a couple of drinks, so it was nice. It was very lovely. It was really calm and cool. I got to meet everyone, and brilliant, talented people, and they were telling me what they do on their YouTube blogs, or what some did on their blogs and other things. So it wasn't just vloggers or bloggers. It were people, who did other things on social media and whatnot. Then we got to meet the actual producers, and I got to know them. I started speaking to them. Then all of a sudden they said, "Oh, we called you in here not just for a meeting. That we wanted to kick off the video, the BBC Sesh, with a video." And they were going to talk about Welsh accents, or where you're from and everything. So we started off with 2x2, and so I waited for a good hour or hour and a half for my turn, along with another individual, and we went in and we were talking about accents and everything. If you've seen the video and you've seen me, I do apologize. I look pissed off. I look nervous as hell because I even right now, I can be camera shy. I cannot look directly at the lens, or I cannot look anywhere. Sometimes I hate eye contacts as well, and I was really shy for some reason. I don't know, but I was. I mean, sometimes I'm not a shy person. I can be confident. It's just looking into someone's eyes, eye contacts or something like that, I just can't do it. It really puts me off. So yeah, I was kind of it didn't look right from what I looked at it, but it was really good. It was really it was a really good experience to do and everything. And they were telling me that they wanted me to do more videos, and the producer that had emailed me, it was a producer called Philip John. Phil John, lovely bloke, can't fault the guy, a brilliant producer, and he emailed me, he got in contact with me to say that they wanted to do more projects, so I went for a meeting with them. I think it was only a couple of weeks afterwards, and we got down to it, and we were getting to the bottom of, right, what can we talk about, what can we do on the video. So we after we got down to it and we started to plan out a new video, I came up with this idea that I will talk about why I support Barry Town, and we could film it at Junner Park. And it started with the idea that I could feature the players, shake their hands, have a beer with them, have a chat with the supporters, get my friends involved and everything. But the problem was the football club some members of the football club felt that it wasn't the best idea to do. It wasn't the best thing to do in terms of getting people to come in and being on the BBC, which is absolutely fine. I've got no problem whatsoever with that. So we came up with a few ideas and what ifs, and in the end we just said, right, let's have me in front of the camera. I start talking, I get asked questions, and then in the editing process it'll all come together. No problem. We didn't start this until a week afterwards. All the way through I was nervous because I thought it was going to get turned down. I thought it was going to get cancelled, or it wasn't, it was not going to happen. And it was one day when we did a podcast for the Yellow and Blarmy podcast, and after the podcast, I went straight to Jenner Park and I met up with another producer. For the life of me, I can't remember his name, and I'm absolutely terrible with names, but he was a lovely guy. This person, if I remember his name, then to that person who worked with me on that video, I do apologise for not remembering your name. I suck at names. He came down in his car with all the equipment, and I was worried that Jenner Park would be closed because it doesn't. The Jenner Park does not belong to the football club. It belongs to the council. So I was worried that the council were not going to open their ground. Luckily, there were grounds people there that were sorting out the 3G pitch. So I walked in and said, is it possible if I could come in and film something for the BBC? The grounds people had no problem. They said, yeah, there's no problem. Do what you got to do. Fantastic. So we got the equipment up and we sorted it out, and we did a good hour. I think we did a good hour of filming a lot of stuff, filming around the ground, me walking in the dugouts, walking in the stands, chatting in front of the camera, saying other things. It was a lot of things we covered, and it was just exciting. It was fun to do because it was the BBC, and oh my God, it was something that, I never done before. So it was fantastic. Afterwards, it got into the editing process, and they told me that as soon as it's uploaded, you will get paid. I got paid, and I got paid more than what I thought, and it turned out that I won't go into detail about payments, but I got paid a certain amount where if you came up with the idea, you'll get paid more than what you're being featured in, if that makes sense. So I went in and did a few more meetings, so I got paid for doing the Barrytown one, and it was kind of ironic because I had a lot of chatting with the supporters, and my friend Ashley Cox said to me that it's very ironic that the BBC would cover a Welsh League side, let alone the likes of Cardiff City, Swansea, Newport and Wrexham, because they're going to be covered loads and loads of times, especially the BBC Wales. So it was kind of ironic to have a Welsh League side be covered on the BBC Welsh social media page. Yes, I got it done, but it was ironic, but I kind of agreed. So I thought I was really proud. I thought I was doing something good for not only for Barry but for Welsh football. So that was really entertaining, and the club followed it. They shared it out. I think I'll mention in the program in the next week or the following week or something like that. So yeah, that was really good. So I think a couple of weeks. No, it was a couple of months after when I was contacted by Phil to say, I heard you're a big fan of pro wrestling. And I said, yeah, I am. And they said, well, we've got an idea that we want you to come in and talk about is why do you love professional wrestling? I said, no problem. And I did that video with a professional wrestler who I've seen live before, and I love her work, called Nadia Sapphire. Lovely girl, absolutely 100% good as gold, lovely, approachable, down to earth, and she was fun to talk because the things that she just took over the video when we started, she just took over the reason, because she's a pro wrestler, she's going to know more than I am as a fan. So and if you looked in the video, it looked as if that I was still not myself. I was like, oh, I look uncomfortable, but I wasn't. I was fine. I was happy. I think it was just because I was waiting for what I had to say, and it was really fun to do and everything. Which obviously, working with Nadia Sapphire, it was absolutely fantastic. And she actually did a promo on me, and I just looked at the cameras thinking, oh my Christ, what's going to happen here? But Yeah, but to do a pro wrestling vlog, it was brilliant, and I got paid for that, and it went up online. I think a week afterwards, so that was absolutely fun and a brilliant experience to do. So I had 3 videos under my belt, and I could put on the CV of on my CV, you know. So yeah, and then all of a sudden, things got quiet afterwards, and I don't know if that was my doing or what's going on in BBC, but it just kind of went quiet. A couple of months afterwards, I came up with 2 ideas, and this is around about the same year. Well, this is going back last year now in 2019. I came up with 2 ideas. One is about me, because I'm from Barry. At that time, James Corden, Ruth Jones, they announced that Gavin and Stacey were making a Christmas special, which I'm also in. I am also in the Christmas special. So if you go back into the pub scene where Bryn and Nessa are doing a fairy tale in New York, you can see me at the bar, you can see me everywhere. And here's a couple of pictures right now that you can see me. I'm on there, and it was a brilliant experience. 3 nights, got paid brilliant as an extra. Absolutely. And I met James Corden as well. Lovely guy. I don't care what other people say about him. He was a genuine nice bloke. So anyway, so I came up with an idea that, oh, what's it like to have Gavin and Stacey and Barry? So I came up with this idea. Then I came up with an idea that involved Cardiff and Swansea Football Club. But it had something to do with racism, because at the time there was a lot of racism in football going on, a lot of race issues. So I wanted to cover that. And I sent those out to Phil John, and he turned around and said that he was not in charge. Well, not, I wouldn't say in charge, but he wasn't a producer at BBC Sesh no more. He was working in a different department. So I turned around and said, all right, no problem. Can you forward him on to another producer? Yeah, no problem. He said, no problem. That's absolutely fine. Nothing came about. But it's not me being disheartened or me angry or anything. It is what it is. I was very happy to do those 3 videos with the BBC anyway. Sent another email to another producer asking, look, I sent this idea off. Am I going to get anything? And this producer said, no, we're still busy. We'll look into it. Down the line, I've not done any more videos. However, I've seen people who I did the very first video with go on to do other bigger videos. And I've seen some of my uni mates did a lot of videos. Which have all been fantastic, you know, to see them do other projects and everything. So I thought that was very fun. Do I miss doing the videos for the BBC? Yes, I really do. Do I hold any grudges or anything? Of course not. It's experience. It's a life lesson. It's on BBC. You can always have a look. It's always on the. Just scroll through all the videos and you'll find me on there. I'll leave the link below on the Facebook. And also, I'll show you bits and clips of it as the video goes through, you know. But in all, I'm really proud of my time working in the BBC. I will take up an offer in a heartbeat. I will absolutely do that. No problem whatsoever. And I'm looking forward to the future. I mean, I am a qualified, trained professional scriptwriter. I've done a few plays under my belt. I've done BBC shows. I've done all sorts of things, and I've done the away days vlogs, which have been successful, especially the Europa League one. I'm looking to do more. I'm looking to do more projects in the future after the coronavirus situation is solved. I'm looking to do more projects, so I just cannot wait at all. But that's about it, really. So thanks for listening, guys. Enjoy staying indoors, staying safe, and we'll get through this, no problem. I hope you've enjoyed listening to my story, and sorry if I've rambled on a bit. Sorry if I bored you to death, but I'm glad you can listen to this and listen to my experience. So thank you very much, guys, and take care.